Hello everybody, welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean, and every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time you can catch fresh video inside MLB The Show 25. Today we are continuing our franchise mode with the Seattle Mariners. We are taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks one last time. We lead the series 2-0, looking for a sweep today. Logan Gilbert is on the mound, 8-2 with a 2.01 ERA. Eduardo Rodriguez is 3-5 with a 3.99 ERA. Let's jump into today's game. Bam. Play full game. Road, sure, whatever. Chase Field. Open that up on a clear sky. Open it up. It's probably too hot. All right, Cal Raleigh is unfortunately going to have to come out of the lineup. It's actually not that big of a deal just because I don't love using him against left-handed pitchers. I'm not very good with him against left-handed pitchers. We got a lot of guys batting cold. Ford should absolutely not. We'll throw Polanco there. Maybe a Rosarena right behind him. Push Ford down in the lineup a little bit. I think that's okay. We'll put him in the 9 spot. Actually, he has good speed. Actually, I kind of like that. A righty-lefty-righty flip there isn't the worst. But I like the speed build there toward the bottom of the lineup. The problem is that Solano just absolutely crushes the speed. All right, we'll go with that. Should be good enough to go. Rayleigh, I probably could use probably use a day off. But if I flip him with, now we have a day off tomorrow. Yeah. Actually, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. And it's a good, good speed build. Okay. It's fine. I'm kind of glad that the game stopped me there because I think that's a helpful tip. Sometimes I kind of just like let it go, but we have not hit the ball well with JP Crawford. I do think we have a home run with him off of like a lefty-lefty matchup, but maybe if they throw a righty in or something, we can bring in Crawford off the bench. I like where we're at. I appreciate that stop. Brooms out. Mariners looking for a 3-game sweep. Logan Gilbert's dominant on the mound as of late. Geraldo Perdomo, 407 over the last 7 games. And Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is hitting 368 over the last 11 as well. George Kirby, a big game on the mound yesterday against the Diamondbacks. The bullpen over the last 12 games has looked great. 31.2 innings. Pitched with a .57 ERA and 42 strikeouts. The Diamondbacks bullpen the last 4 games, 20 innings pitched, a 1.35 ERA, 16 strikeouts. The Diamondbacks, though, are 1-5 over their last 6 games. Around the league, we have the Cardinals winning in extra innings over the Blue Jays. Taj Bradley fires 7.1 innings of no-hit ball in a win versus the Red Sox. Rhett Lauder fires 7 innings of 2-hit ball in a win versus the Guardians. Pablo Lopez hurls a complete game shutout versus the Rangers. Jacob Young snaps a 0-for-17 with 3 hits in a game against the Mets. Rhys Hoskin collected 5 RBIs in a win versus the Braves. George Kirby leads the AL in wins with 12. Tyler Fitzgerald breaks out of a slump the same game that Willy Adames records his 500th career RBI. Michael King, 7 innings of 2-hit ball, as does Tyler Glasnow, against each other. That's wild. That's wild. A couple of guys designated for assignment, and Carson Kelly heads to the IL. There's a quick look at your farm report.
First pitch coming your way next.
Bum. New games every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, by the way, so subscribe if you haven't. If I didn't say that, if I did, I don't know. I'm trying to be a little quicker on the front end to get us into the game, but then I still slow down anyway. Well, I guess part of getting in quicker is so that it doesn't pile up. I do like the game storyline.
He's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand.
95 on a fastball, circle change at 88, a cutter at 92, sinker at 94.
And get his team back in the dugout.
Victor Robles, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Sinker 94, slider 87.
Headed towards the corner.
And a slice away. We were just late. I was looking for that circle change.
And now we check out the Mariners line.
Oh, they put it at the...
Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Julio Rodriguez.
And you got to like
After
this
the one,
matchup for him as a guy who hits left-handed
out.
pitchers as well as anyone, it seems. I mean, he's hitting over 300 against southpaws this season. He's got a good shot to make a big impact against the left-hander on the hill today.
Donovan Solano.
Darn, went with a fastball. Wasn't anticipating that.
That one ripped.
Darn, just foul.
That misses, and the count is 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Off the fist.
One out to right.
Darn.
Carroll makes the grab, and there are 2 outs.
Actually, not really off the fist. That was off the end of the bat.
2 down, bases empty. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Drilled in the air,
Darn.
high and deep right field.
Like
That one's carrying. And it hits the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
That carried a lot more than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be another out by the right fielder, or another put out by the right fielder. Who's out there? Corbin Carroll.
Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. 0 for 6 in the series so far. And
that's a good take right there. That's probably going to make it a very quick 0 for 7 here.
On the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Up and
inside.
And that's ball 1.
Well, there's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat.
That's outside.
Just missed. Rodriguez at second with 2 down. Late on that.
Way late on that one.
I would throw him another breaking ball.
Let's go ahead and take a timeout here.
Fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next off
there we go.
Upstairs. Randy Arozarena in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make
driving this pitch count up a little bit is helpful. We've been pretty aggressive early in the count. That's a foul on a cutter.
Swing and a base hit. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. The throws
got
him.
Oh my goodness, that
nothing.
That's a good job right there.
We just barely fluked that out there. Sent him home. Thankfully got in under the tag. That was not nearly deep enough. A good throw and we are out. Our angle made that look a lot closer than it actually was.
Randy Arozarena digs in now. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. First pitch and he just misses.
Little 2-out damage. I like it. 83
83
strength, 70 accuracy. Ooh, my God.
Swing. It's strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1 run across in the frame so far here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. And that's
outside as well.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Darn.
Swinging a ground ball, and that's the 3rd out.
Yeah, I mean it looks like it's going to be right on the edge there. So. It's okay.
It's an early 1-0 lead.
I like a couple of hits there, some contact and some good at bats there toward the end. The last couple there to drive that pitch count up. We needed that a little bit.
Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Logan Gilbert. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Bottom of the first, this is Corbin Carroll.
Okay.
Strike one. Gilbert,
generous
a
call.
Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter.
That was a very bad pitch. It was a bad pitch selection. I hit the button a little bit too quickly, but it was worse execution, which is not what you want to see.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Close, but call the ball. And the count 1-2.
Really?
That one missed.
That's a little
Sometimes you gotta fight to
frustrating.
get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Fuck.
The 2-2 on the way. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there.
God, I wish he had a
Some run and finish.
sinker.
Pump it in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Oh, this is a very frustrating at bat. This is 10 pitches.
That one misses. So
No fucking
When you
way.
go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That's in there.
I couldn't get one of those calls in the last at bat.
No outs here. Drilled out towards left
Oh,
center
boy.
field. That's well
Oh
struck.
boy.
He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Come on, Gilbert. You can't be doing that.
That one finds the zone.
Where's this guy's
That's
zone?
strike
Because
two.
it's
Definitely got the
awful.
hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. And a weak ground ball to the left side.
You just take the shirt out at first.
The
That's
game
fine.
is tied as the run comes
I don't
in.
think we were going to do anything with that anyway. Don't even worry about it.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And ball 1.
1-1.
1 out.
Gilbert
and a
is
runner
really
at
not
second.
hitting spots today.
The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground to the left, Solano throws to first in time.
Thankfully, we've been able to get them to ground out toward the third base side. Otherwise, they
Diamondbacks
probably
lineup
score
as put together
a second
by
run.
Torey Lovello. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Corbin
But a funky
Carroll.
start. I'm a little surprised Rodriguez couldn't get to it. I don't think it was the best jump. It might not have been the best route either, but
when he's on base, I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
and you could even see if you were looking up at that top right corner, just right above me, it got really weird because it looked like Carroll turned around
And that misses.
and like started to go back to first and then ended up on third anyway because of his speed. But if he had just kept going, it would have been no question. But that 10 pitch at bat that ended up as a walk
And that one lifted in the air center field.
came around to bite us.
makes the grab, and the inning is over.
Okay. So we threw a ton of pitches there in the first inning. We're going to have to figure that out. Half of them were to Corbin Carroll. Yes.
1-1. Top of the second, and now for Seattle.
We did get Rodriguez up to 20 as well. Okay. It's not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. Let's see if we can slow things down here for ourselves a little bit.
There's a strike.
Okay, maybe could have been a little aggressive on that pitch.
Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swung on, belted. This one's got a chance. And that's up.
Oh, Dylan Moore, way to get the run right back. Oh, Dylan Moore has not been in a lineup. Well, we took him out yesterday because he was really bad. He's been really, really bad the last 2 series, including this one. That's the second hit that we've had to that right field that's carried a little bit. The other one was more right center, but I just kind of kept going, and I didn't really think it was going to have much of a shot because Corbin Carroll's out in right with 95 speed.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
That's a good take. And just like that, we're on top. 2-1.
That one the other way. Makes the catch, 1 down.
Really not a great swing there.
Hit the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
He's left a couple of those 4 seams like right down the middle.
Top of the second. 0-2 now as he swings through it. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
And a good eye there. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. And that one inside and
Flunked him.
He had him 1-2,
Let's go.
and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. At the plate, Harry Ford.
Ooh, bad swing. Thank God we missed that.
That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. And a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away.
God damn it. Got me with a circle change.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here we go.
Line drive and a base hit up the middle.
It's a single. It was a sinker. I feel a little lucky that we were able to get a good piece of contact on it that pushed it into center field.
Here's Donovan Solano. He's 0 for 1.
Oof, late. Thank God. Thank God that went foul.
Here's your 1. And delivers outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's nothing we were going to do with that pitch.
Rayleigh on second. Robles on at first with 2 down.
Take time.
Steps out
Take
of the
time.
box as he asks for time. Good eye right there.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Stays alive.
Real late on that one. That was about as late as I could swing on that pitch.
On the ground,
darn.
Perdomo. Zips it across. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
It's okay. We've left some runners on base, which isn't great in that situation. 4 hits, though. We have a couple of runs.
It's Major League Baseball on the show.
I feel like we've been a little more on the lucky side. I mean, that home run is huge. It either reestablishes our 1-run lead, or it ties it up if we get things thrown off with Julio. A lot of lefties and switches here, which does not work
That one's in there
with Gilbert because he doesn't have a whole lot that I can pull away from these left-handed hitters. Slider, curveball, and cutter all go in, and then fastball and splitter go either like flat or down, but not away like a sinker does.
up the middle.
Really?
Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, the last
Now, Arizona, I think it was the first game, they put a lot of contact on the ball, but we were able to get the outs. Like, it was a lot of like pop flies and stuff like that. So this isn't surprising as much as it might be a little frustrating. So it's lefty, switch, switch, righty, lefty, lefty, righty, lefty. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 advantage at bats.
Solo homer last night made up their entire offense in that one. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
So seeing some contact early in this game is not surprising.
Half of inning number 2. That catches the corner. He goes down looking.
Ooh. Needed that call.
Big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
There we go.
Stepping in, Pavin Smith. Moore hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
I wonder if I'd gotten too far away if it would have called the infield fly rule.
Swing and a high fly ball.
Okay, so we give up the hit, but nothing becomes of it. That's what we want to see. Let's go into.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played.
I don't know that we. No, we have the 1 strikeout. It was a very generous call. I think that would be the only strikeout that we have.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Julio Rodriguez.
2-1 in extras, 5-1. In game 2, we led. Oh, that's too early. We led 3-1 for most of that game, and then Raleigh put on a 2-run blast there toward the end.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And there's 1 down. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. RBI single his last time up. That one's in there.
Bring it back. Terrible swing.
1 out, base is empty. Foul ball. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I think that's a case of
okay. I fell apart there. No idea what happened.
Looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
2 outs, base is empty. Randy or Rosarena.
That like viscerally surprised me.
First offering and it just misses.
I guess I forgot that the first pitch was a strike. So I thought that was strike 2, and then it called him out. I was like, ah, shit. That weird at bat there.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Ooh, tried to be aggressive. It's a good call on the sinker there. Just get something that drops. I don't think that that's where he wants that pitch exactly. But we were looking high for that fastball 2-0 count. Drove it into the ground. All right. They only have 2 hits, but that walk did come back to burn us. And they are at the top
Set
of the
for
lineup
bottom of the
here.
third, and
Carroll has the walk. You can see there 10 pitches.
And that clips the inside corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Close.
That's a
Doesn't get the
strike.
call.
Oh my God, that's a strike,
Just
dude.
inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Well, it did.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Puts it away for the
All right,
out.
nicely done by Julio. I think the fly ball that he missed, in air quotes, he didn't get to, was a little deeper and a little over.
Shortstop Geraldo Perdomo doubled his first time. And that one clips the corner.
And I do like that we made sure and just got that sure out. There's no reason to go sit there and get cutesy and try and beat Carroll. I don't think it was going to be much of a... I don't think there was much of a shot.
Next offering
Because
is
Carroll
fouled
does
back.
have really good speed, so... And Dylan Moore rewarded us with a solo home run.
Got him looking. Called strike
This
three.
zone's
Fastball
inconsistent.
up
They
in his
pointed
zone.
it out when they showed who was umping this game. And I'm kind of seeing it here.
This guy can really dominate a game.
Feels
out
like
there.
even
It's
as the
not a fun
player
assignment
playing
for
the
any
game,
lineup.
I don't know where he's going.
Here's Ketel Marte.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And that one is in for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Go
Good job
fuck
to fight
off.
that one off.
I believe Ketel Marte was on one of the teams.
Now he breaks his bat. On the run, sends it over to
Got him by
first.
half a step.
They get the out, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time.
I forget exactly who he got traded
It's
for.
the
We always have
Mariners
one
2
kind of
and
weird
the
trade.
Diamondbacks 1.
I did technically veto one yesterday. Or this season, not yesterday. I did veto, or last season, was what I was trying to say. My
Back
goodness.
here in the desert, John Sciambi
They tried to
with
trade Ty
Singleton,
France, and I was like,
sends
nope,
it
reload.
up the fourth. Dylan
Probably
Moore.
should have let it ride, but whatever.
Missed with a change.
It's a good take.
Ball one.
One ball.
Good spot
no
there,
strike.
but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Not a good swing.
Right through there for a strike. The 1-2. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout.
For a couple of really poor swings in that last
Ryan
at bat.
Bliss up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1 so far. Drilled out towards left center field. That one back.
Can it go?
And it's gone.
Ryan Bliss, let's go.
That
The
one
balls
felt
are
good.
flying
His
here
first
at
homer of the
Arizona
year. It's
for the
3-1.
Mariners. Second solo home run of the day. His first home run of the season extends his hit streak to 6 games. And after a pretty poor at-bat with Dylan Moore, we get some more action from the bottom of the lineup. This time it's Bliss going left field.
You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Ooh,
Swing
that's a
and
bad
pop
swing.
up. Foul
That's a
territory
horrible
for the
swing.
catcher. Snags it for the second out.
Sorry, Rayleigh.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's going to be Harry Ford. Up the middle, Perdomo. Now the throw to first on the run. Got it.
I can't get anything going with Harry Ford. I think he has one hit this season. I
I
am bummed that the game traded Mitch Garver and then brought him up.
And it's on the show.
Like, it's almost like the game thinks that Cal Raleig's not going to re-sign or something. I don't know. It's funky.
This series, it has been lights out.
Looking good. 0.95 ERA through 19 innings. A whip of 0.47. 3.8 hits over 9. 20 strikeouts to 1 walk. We had 1 extra walk today, which I don't love.
Slider right there.
Good news, though, is through the first 3 innings, if we don't walk a batter, they don't score.
You could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And a pop-off, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's Josh Naylor. Strike on the inside
There we
corner.
go.
It's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's the strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Oh, my God, the splitter. It's just the worst pitch.
Just misses. And that's ball 1.
Frustrating that we couldn't hang the edge there.
Got him.
There we go.
That
Needed
Kansas
that at the
third
top.
out the game.
Needed that at the top.
Sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page
Now
right now.
batting, the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo.
Oh, man. Today? Series 2 release
So 2
day?
down now, and here is
Hell
Adrian
yeah.
Del Castillo. There's a swing and a drive. And it
Oh,
gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Gritchick in the box now. Takes strike 1. Popped up.
okay. All right.
Bliss.
Doesn't come back to bite us. We get that tumble animation that allows for the triple.
1 left for
But thankfully,
Arizona,
the hit
and
came
it
with 2
remains a
outs.
3-1 ball game. Welcome back. Quite
So
a pitcher's
through
duel
4,
so far. Here's how the starters are
3
performed
strikeouts
up to
for
this
each.
point.
We have the lone walk. Pretty even. 3 runs against Eduardo Rodriguez. 5 hits given up. We have 1 earned run against us. 3 hits. It's been a bit of a pitcher's duel here.
And first offering is fouled off.
Pull it, pull it, pull it.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2
I
count.
hate that he's
If
using
there's
his
a plate. You got to look up in the zone and spit on anything.
pitch number
down.
5.
Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2. Activity in the bullpen. John Curtis getting ready to go. Man supply getting loose as well. Pitch misses. 2 and 2. Outside.
Outside. That'd have been a walk if you didn't call that slider a ball.
Swinging
Got me
a
with a circle change.
He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Donovan Solano, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings
No.
through that one.
Thumb betrayed me.
High fastball,
Thumb betrayed me.
for young hitters can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch
1-1.
up and get that top
He's
hand to
losing
work on time.
control a little bit here.
And that's way high. And it's 2
Where'd they
and 1.
qualify that? Oh, that pitch was blended in with his pants.
He swings and
Yeah,
fouls
we're giving
one
him
off.
some bonus strikes here. I know that's not like a groundbreaking piece of analysis or anything,
Down,
but
base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a
fucking
row.
fuck.
Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And that one hammered.
Carey?
That's back there.
Carey?
That'll make it out of here. And they add on. It's 4-1.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with a home run.
Third solo home run of the day. And the roof is open. The ball is flying.
High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Eduardo Rodriguez will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Merrill
the
Kelly
Diamondbacks.
comes on now.
Still pretty
Number
early in the
29.
ball game, so this bullpen has some work
Merrill
ahead of them.
Kelly.
Best case scenario.
Do
might
I
be
order?
if he can come in
You can
here
leave a
and
comment
get
down
several
below.
quick outs,
Do
kinda
I
bridge the
order
gap that started
the
right
Fanatics exclusive, like, blister box or whatever they call it, of
And now
Top
it's the cleanup
Series
here
2?
for the Mariners.
Kinda
Jorge
want to.
Polanco Gets
Yeah.
the call. That's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Cutter at 93, a circle change at 90, 4-seam at 95, a sinker at 95, a slider at 88. If it's still available,
Swing and a ball
Damn,
lifted
I
in
got
the
on
air
one
right
under that.
field. He just
Um,
missed it. Carroll makes the catch,
Hmm.
and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball.
oh, I didn't actually mean that.
Welcome
My
back.
thumbs are
Let's
betraying
check
me.
out what's been
I'm
happening
thinking about
of
the
late.
cards,
Really
thinking about the baseball cards.
Designated hitter, Pavin Smith.
There's our last 10. The lone loss coming to the,
Close
Was it the
one
8?
doesn't get the call. 1-0.
that was a
These
strike.
D-backs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating
ball, 1
moments.
strike.
They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And that's in for a strike.
Fudge.
Fouls that off to the left.
Maybe if I
and
get
we'll do
one,
it
if I
again.
can
Pretty good
figure
pitch.
it. I don't know how long it would take to
Rip
ship
bat.
to
He
me,
wants to get
but
his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
actually, I wonder if I could find, idea. Except for I don't have a good setup for it. That's the problem.
And a swing
I
and
need
a miss.
I need like some kind of
4
tripod
strikeouts
for the
him on the bump today.
GoPro. Then I have to hook the
Usually
GoPro
you're
to
gonna see that inside fastball a
the
little
PC,
more.
which that feels like it might just destroy everything.
That pitch really got in on him right
Unless
there.
I
That's a
open-
well-thrown pitch. Tough
If
to
you
do
open-
anything with that in terms
open
of
a
getting the
Series
hands through
2,
and the sweet spot of the bat
Open
to the
baseball
baseball.
cards or any sort of cards, I
Here's
guess,
Lourdes
with
Gurriel
a
Jr.
PlayStation 2 iToy. Is that funny?
Oh, I think the
I wonder what
key
I'd be able to
is
find
he
on
can get
Thursday
through one
before
more
the
inning.
video would need to go
Anything
live.
after
Or
that, a hitter or two
a
is
quick
bonus
live stream.
spot.
Probably just
They
go
should
maybe a
be
little
lined
late.
up good enough to get to the finish line.
And
Robles.
that one is lifted in the air. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Next up for the
Corbin
Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed.
Oh my god. Fuck, why can't I not throw a splitter? It's never where I want it.
And that's in for a strike.
It is the least
2 down,
consistent
nobody
pitch in
out.
this game.
Last half of inning number 5. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep
Fuck
the bat
off,
alive.
fuck off, fuck
Foul
off.
ball still a 1-2 count.
That's not anywhere near where I wanted that goddamn fastball.
And a swing Swing and a
There we
miss,
go.
and that's
A good splitter.
And the
I know I'm
Diamondbacks
not
down
pushing
in
it
order,
toward the
and
edge
this
of the
is
zone
still
like I do
a
with some of the other
4-1
pitches.
ball game.
But even still, it's just so
Back here
far
at the
over
ballpark,
and so
check
much
out the latest
lower
news
than I'm
around the
anticipating.
Randy
I don't know where to put it for good results.
Inside, just missed. Kelly,
One
36
ball, no
years old,
strikes.
and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2010. Swing and a high fly ball, well
Go,
struck.
out.
Reaching back towards the wall.
Foul.
Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now that is
Let's go back to the second inning. This was a huge at-bat for us. One of the things I talk about throughout the season is we need to respond quickly. The games where we have struggled, you can look at that Washington game. You can look at that Angels game, the losses. We have struggled when we don't get on the board.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck.
When we don't get on the board early.
And that one is off the wall.
Or start getting into a
Gets
rhythm
second with
early.
a
You know what I
double,
mean?
And they've got something brewing now.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough.
Thought we might have another round tripper with Demo.
Good
Good to get him in. Good to get into a rhythm with him. I maybe because I think I had him a little earlier in the lineup. Maybe that's a detriment to him.
Runner at second.
We've put him at
And now
the
Brian
6th spot.
He's
He's
already homered
2
here in
hits,
this one.
including a home run.
And the
No,
first
that's a
pitch
ball.
There we
misses for
go.
ball
Good
one.
eye.
One ball, no strikes.
We didn't get to relive Ryan Bliss's home run. A true unfortunate situation.
Kicks and deals. Swing and
Foul
a foul
ball.
straight back.
Nope. Not what I wanted. You know what? We'll take time.
And now
We'll take
before the
time.
1-2, time is called at home plate.
Have I looked at his pitches?
One out,
Cutter at
runner at
93,
second, and
circle
we're at the
change
top
at
half of the
90,
6th.
four seam at 95, sinker at 90, slider at 88. Everything,
Outside low. And the count's even at
everything
2-2.
with the exception of the slider is within, I don't know, what, 5 of each other?
Fly ball down the line. And that drops foul. And
That's
it remains
inside.
2-2.
That's
Full
outside.
count.
That's outside.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Got me with a cutter.
Struck him out.
Got me with a cutter.
And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley.
Might have actually been an at-bat worth putting J.P. Crawford in.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back there.
Damn.
Onto the track.
Damn.
And he makes the catch.
Damn.
In the inning, but they leave him stranded. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mariners 4 and the Diamondbacks 1.
I feel like I'm just a touch unfocused at the moment.
Bottom of the 6th.
Leading
Down the
off
number
for
2
the
hitter,
Diamondbacks,
Geraldo Perdomo.
shortstop.
Okay, let's go. Oh, actually, you know what? We can sit him down. We can bring in Marhone. I think we want to try and get him through. So here, we'll bury it in the corner.
Gilbert back to work. To third,
Goodness
Solano.
gracious. That one I definitely pulled
Gets it
left.
to first.
That
Leadoff man
looked
retired in the
really
6th.
bad coming
He's doing a
down.
nice job
Up
of keeping
next
the
for
ball
the
out of the air,
Diamondbacks,
lets the defense
second
work behind him with
baseman,
another ground ball.
Ketel
Good execution.
Marte.
Marte in the box again. Takes a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
There we go.
Swing and a miss. And it's
Still is not
It really
where
looks
I
like
want
these
it,
hitters
but
have been in between with their timing.
at least we
Good
induced a swing and
fastball,
miss.
excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay
Yellow,
run,
nice,
first.
nice
Nicely done
pick,
for the out.
Rayleigh.
there. From the first baseman
Let's
to
go.
get
We needed
ready
that.
for the catch. Just because it looked easy, that doesn't mean it was.
And thankfully, we were just a touch late on it.
2 down, bases empty. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs.
Well,
Wow.
as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Got
And
him.
he
Let's
couldn't
go.
hold back. He's run
Let's
up
go.
on strikes. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. And they trail it 4-1.
Oh, is everybody? Oh man.
Welcome back.
Nobody
and
cool?
we take a look at their
No
upcoming
hot boys in the
schedule.
pool? Come on.
Ford.
Okay.
And that misses.
Slow down here a little bit.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
That missed by a lot.
It's fine.
Ball 2. And that one upstairs.
Here we go.
Full count.
Struck him out looking. That's the first
He
sinker we've
threw
seen
those 2
today that was
fastballs,
effective.
stayed up, and
Here's Victor
that one
Robles.
dropped.
Right
1 for
fielder,
3.
Victor Robles.
Sinker? Ugh. There's no way you want that in that location.
And first offering is fouled off.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck
Time is
off.
for at the plate, and he gets
How
it.
are we so late all of a sudden? God damn it.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
God damn it.
2 gone following the strikeout.
God fucking damn it.
Now batting third baseman Donovan
2 outs,
Solano.
bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Donovan Solano. 0 for 3 in this one.
Oops. Yeah, don't do that, please.
That's in for a strike on the outside corner.
He's
And it's
dotting
0-1.
up. Fuck you.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
Next pitch is downstairs.
1-2.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That
Just,
completes the strikeout.
I don't know. I
inning
fell apart in that inning.
Welcome back. Taking a
Leading
look at our
off
game
for
summary.
the Diamondbacks, first baseman Josh Naylor.
Love those 2 stat lines from Rodriguez and more 2-hit days, doubles, home runs, scoring. Twice for Rodriguez, which is awesome. Fuck, I'm irritated. That is so fucking irritating. We will go ahead and go with the lefty here. Hold on. Make sure I have the right guy. He kind of lagged on me there a little bit.
Back in a new pitcher here
Now
to start the
pitching
bottom
for
of the
Um,
7th.
we have the
Adrian
save
Morejon.
opportunity at the
He
moment.
has a
We
great
erased that the
slider
other
with
day.
explosive movement.
Morejon.
close.
That's
Called a
not
ball. And that's
close.
1.
Yeah, fuck you. That's a fucking strike.
Just missed.
Man, this guy's zone fucking sucks.
And another ball.
Okay,
So definitely
all
a little wild right out of the gate.
Not
It'll
really.
be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And there's a
That
strike.
one-
Good heater at 98.
3-1.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new
God
from the bullpen.
damn it.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad job. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's the catcher to hit, Adrian Del Castillo. Ball 1.
Oh my fucking god.
1 ball. No strike.
And strike 1 to the catcher.
1-1.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. He makes it to third. Good base running to
Might have been able to double him up there.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go.
Yeah, Bliss has a really bad arm. Yeah, Julio's arm's real.
Nothing better than that. You
Julio's
feel
arm's
like a
great.
wide receiver
Might have
playing
actually
football.
been able to double up there.
Grichuk. Batting with
Thank
one down,
you.
takes
Good
the strike.
God.
Swinging a foul straight back. Can't glove it cleanly. And they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Up next,
All of that was
for
pretty
the
gross. I
Diamondbacks,
kind of hate that.
designated hitter,
So now the
Pavin
DH spot,
Smith.
Pavin Smith.
Thankfully, he touched first before I rifled it at home.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
No
2
ball.
outs and a
1
runner at
strike.
third. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Solano. Over to first. Out. And that is
Okay.
the inning.
All right.
Ready to begin the
Leading
8th.
off for
And stepping in for the
Seattle,
Mariners,
center
Julio
fielder,
Rodriguez. And the first
That's fine.
offering a fastball for a strike.
That's fine.
0-1.
Ah,
Foul.
One, two.
30,000. 6.
Swing and a ball lifted left field.
That's a
One up,
that's a
one down.
contact swing. Just trying to get contact on the ball. He went all cutters and fastballs there.
And up next for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. First
Ball.
pitch
That's a good
misses.
take.
Right through there
That's
for
fine.
a strike.
That's fine.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ooh.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Spoils the
Hey,
2-strike
thank you,
pitch, and he'll
Polanco.
see
Got a
another.
piece of it.
Out towards left center. Gurriel handles the chance, and there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch.
Cutter is giving us some
Right there.
trouble.
He's saving
We're having
his
trouble
chances
timing it
for
up.
Sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Line drive
Ah.
and foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a
It's
base
another
hit.
fucking
So
cover.
a 2-out knock
It's
keeps
always
the
throwing,
alive.
and I still can't figure it out.
Up next for Seattle, second
Here's
baseman
Dylan
Moore.
Moore. He's already homered in this game. And it's fouled away. Just missed. A Rosarena, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that's
Yeah, I gotta do a circle change. That was way down there.
Front shoulder, front hip, front foot, everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
2-2.
in
Bring it
the
back.
dirt.
Bring it back.
Got him looking. That's a
Fuck.
strikeout.
Fuck!
Lead 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
He went low in the zone the entire goddamn time, and then threw a fucking sinker in that spot? Fuck off.
Now pitching for
Back now,
Seattle.
new
Fuck
pitcher on
off.
the mound as we
Number
roll into the
47.
bottom of the 8th. Matt
Matt
Brash.
Brash.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
And it's
Almost
Lucas
choked on that.
Gurriel
Oh, God.
Jr.
For
The Diamondbacks in
Oh,
striking
God.
distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at
Fuck
bat
off.
right here.
That one the other way, and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
And by fuck off, I mean just kind of at myself there.
Right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground, and they can roll him up for 2.
Not in time.
I tried to hit L1 to cancel it. It was a really, really bad throw.
Oh, that was a great
We have
chance.
we've struggled twice now with Bliss.
But the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these players work on it.
Okay, so it's a bad start here. We're not gonna have a lot of wiggle room with.
If that feed's not on point, very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The tying run at the plate. The other way. Solano to second, and
There we
that's
go.
2.
Oh, man, what a
There we go.
smooth double
There we
play.
go. There we go.
Beauty from start to
Hey, nicely done, Solano. Way to pick up your teammate. Bliss has been good. He has the home run today. It's just
Big
not used to his
coming
timing.
up for Ketel Marte. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
There we go.
Some high cheese.
That's what we
for
want.
strike 3.
That's
And
what
an
we
error in the
want.
inning, but they failed to
A
score.
double play to a
Great
strikeout.
pull.
We have had
It's
trouble with
Mariners 4,
the double
and
plays.
Diamondbacks 1.
Whew.
Now pitching for
We're back.
All right,
It's
so
the
the
top of
lefty
ninth.
coming up
And
here,
the
Joe
pitcher on the
Mantiply.
mound, Joe Mantiply.
Joe
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now for
Leading
Seattle,
off for
Ryan
Seattle,
Bliss.
shortstop Ryan Bliss.
Sinker at 92, 12-6 at 82. Circle change at 93, 83, excuse me. 92, 82, 83, 92 on a 4-seam.
Upstairs.
And he goes, of course he goes with his
Mantiply, the
fourth
tall
pitch.
Lefty. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer. And that one
Oh,
fouled
farts.
off. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first out, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. And first
I don't
offering
know
is
why
fouled off.
I pushed that up so far. We were probably just going to drive that into the ground, so it's all right. Late.
Behind 0-2,
Yeah, it
he
takes time.
steps out for time. The 0-2. That one is absolutely belted.
Ground rule
Gets over
double.
the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
And now, Harry Ford. And
That's outside.
downstairs and outside. The lefty, the 1-0. Out to short. Perdomo
No.
handles, throws the first. Two gone now.
Up next for Seattle, right fielder Victor Robles.
Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. Swings through that one.
Jeez
for strike
Louise,
one.
what am I doing? What am I doing?
And that's
No, off the
outside.
plate.
This one high in the air to left center.
Oh.
And
Oh.
an automatic double as it
Okay,
hits
so
the
that
fence.
takes the...
Run comes into
Donovan
play.
The
Solano.
automatic double
Wow.
kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Donovan Solano getting ready to hit. That smash towards center. And that
Thought I might get it over him, but hey, we'll take one more run. I like the spread of runs. I think we have 5 innings now. We've scored 1 run in 5 different innings. We have a 5-1 lead. That's good stuff. Now we can leave our pitcher in, depending on the matchup here. Lefty, righty. Or righty. I forgot we brought in Brash.
Brash back to work. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Clips the corner. 0-2 now.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
I mean, his zone has been really weird today.
The battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that call 3rd strike.
Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That clips the
There
corner.
we go.
0-1.
The Mariners leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. High fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
That was a real bad pitch right there.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now up next for Arizona, Adrian Del Castillo. And a strike right through there. That one a triple digits.
3 miles an hour a wind definitely helped.
And that's in there at the knees.
Wow.
For a strike. Brash is just 1 strike away.
Got him. Wow. 3-game sweep of the Arizona Diamondbacks is complete. This is a bit of a funky game. I wonder if we close the roof like how this looks. We probably can still, probably still have enough to eke out a win, but could we string enough hits together? We went up 1-0 and then we gave up the home run. None of the home runs were no doubters. They were all balls that just seemed to keep carrying, especially for us, where it's like, ah, shoot. There was one, I think it must have been, who had a home run out to right? There was one we got, which felt like we got kind of under it, and Corbin Carroll had been patrolling so nicely out in right field. I thought that was going to be, a catch. We got kind of lucky on that Julio. No, that was the home run right there. It was the Dylan Moore one. We got lucky on the Julio score. It wasn't as close as it looked. Yeah, the catcher was definitely further up the line than I realized, but from our angle it looked pretty close. And then a bunch of solo shots throughout the game. One in the first, one in the second, one in the fourth, one in the fifth, one in the ninth. I love the one in the second to put us right back on top. We give up the run. It's a bit of a rough play. Out in center for Julio. It doesn't quite get it. It's going to happen. It's not that big of a deal, but, to be able to get that run in the second to tie or to take that lead right back, that's really good. Otherwise, who knows how that goes. And thankfully, we were able to settle down with Gilbert on the bump, and we didn't really give up a whole lot. After that, because it was a 10-pitch walk to Corbin Carroll. The funky play with Julio, he didn't get the best jump on it, but he still has the speed to where usually he makes it up, but just couldn't quite get there. I think there were 2 of them, actually, that Julio just could not quite get to. But even when on that hit, Carroll walks. He's in between first and second. He's a little dot, turns, and goes back. Actually, let me see if I can... Do they have that? The first batting team, Diamondbacks. Carroll walked. Double to center. Okay. This is a play. We'll take a quick look at this, I promise. But we'll look at... Can you please? Can you lock on? Jeez Louise. So we're going to look at Carroll while Julio is there in the background. It's like a little half step to the right here. It seems like he just kind of bop and then goes, which isn't the worst, but doesn't quite get to it. The interesting part here is the Corbin Carroll aspect of it, who thinks that Julio's going to get to it, and then turns back around. Like, he does a full 360. It's like a whoop, and then go back this way. And then still the speed to make it all the way to third is it's kind of wild. And they rolled into second. And a good opportunity, a good play by me. I'm going to go take a quick look at the highlight reel just really quickly. Solano does not have a great arm. It's a bad arm versus really, really good speed. I think there's just no shot. He's halfway down the line before the ball, even like in the glove. Carroll's halfway home. There's no reason. This is such a good. It's a time to compliment myself. But there you go. Julio's your player of the game, 2 for 4 with a home run, a double, a run knocked in, and it scored twice. Dylan Moore was 2 for 4, similar stat line, except for only one time. He only scored one time. Rayleigh was 1 for 3 with a double. He scored. Ryan Bliss 1 for 4 with a solo shot. Logan Gilbert gets your win. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned on his line. Eduardo Rodriguez, he got pulled after 4.2. 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks, 4 earned in the loss. Del Castillo was 2 for 4 with a triple. Naylor 1 for 4 with a double. Perdomo 1 for 4 with a double. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 for 3. I believe he had an RBI. I forget exactly who was up to bat, but look at that. 2 in the 1 in the first and the second. 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the ninth as an extra insurance run, so we don't have to use Munoz again. That's huge. I like that we scored 5 separate innings. So we come away with back-to-back 5-1 wins. We definitely got helped by the stadium today with the ball carrying a little bit more, so feels good. Tomorrow is an off day. What will that off day content be? Who knows? You'll have to tune in to find out. Before we head out of today's video, we have our show pack or our scouting report pack for June. That's exciting. Oh, a headliners, and a headliners. Whoa. Okay. Silver, bronze. Or what? Bronze, silver? At least all the players are new. There you go. Well, I will rip one regular pack. We'll save those other headliners packs for a different days. Got really excited, then realized that it wasn't all that great. That's not where you want to see the diamonds, and then a silver back here. Yikes. Not great. All right. Well, we'll call it there. We'll save those other packs for different days. But we will see you back in franchise mode on Friday. We'll be wearing our City Connects. Brian Wu is 8-0 with a 2.21 ERA. He'll be taking on Joey Cantillo. Cantillo? I'm going to guess because of the double L. Either way, 3-4 with a 4.35 ERA. What is tomorrow's off-day content? You'll have to tune in to find out. How do you do that? Subscribe right over here. I'll be in your subscription box. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. You can check out the baseball playlist here. It updates every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. You can check out this morning's video up here, which I'm about to record after this. And you'll know why, because you can see the thumbnail up there. I didn't want to drink and swing, all right? Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.